Hello students. Today I am going to explain you about the hibiscus flower. And last video also I explained you so many parts of flower. Now I am going to give you physical description of flower. And in that case I have taken one example of this flower, that is China rose. And we are going to see all kinds of floral parts over this China rose only. So I think let's start. Rest of the parts we will discuss over here. So students, earlier we have discussed about about some parts of flower, general parts I told you. So now let's start from the back side. So students, as I told you about this part is known as pedicel, pedicel stalk, and this pedicel is attached with one swollen part. Swollen part is shown over here. I'll show you after opening this. Shown over here, this part is called thalamus or receptacle. You have learned about the thalamus and receptacle. And students, after this green part is there. These green parts are called as calyx. Calyx or sepals, you have read about in your lower classes also. And then this colored part is called as petal, but now you people are grown up, so you have to call it as a corolla. Scientific name of petals are corolla. And then afterwards, this is a stigma. Look at this stigma. Stigma, style and ovary means gynoecium. This part is called as gynoecium, and in this part, the tip of the gynoecium. One time you just focus over this part. Look at this. This tip. There are 5 dark color tips are there. This is called stigma. This pink color, red color tube is called as style, and inside ovary is present. Later on I will show you ovary. So after that, whatever these small parts are over here, these parts are called as androeciums. All androeciums are fused downward, but front they have open structure. The tip of the androecium is called as stamen, and the thin part is called as filament. So this is androecium, this is gynoecium, corolla, and petals and calyx. And students, one more thing, when I am going to tell you about the calyx, at that time in your book, if you will read about the calyx, there are 2 types of calyx. This one type is called as polysepalous, another is called as gamosepalous. So students, polysepalous means when these sepals are free. In rose plant, in rose flower, you can see the sepals are free, but here these all sepals are fused together. If you will see very closely, they are fused together. That's why it is called as gamosepalous. Gamosepalous. In your book, this word is given, and in lecture also I told you this is gamosepalous. Gamosepalous sepals are there, and one more word is there, apicalyx. You have read in your book also. If you will see in your book, the definition and term is given, apicalyx. So students, look at this. This is apicalyx. Extra calyx like structure is present. These are called apicalyx. Look at this. Calyx is already present with the fused form, but free form apicalyx is also present. When extra leaves are present below the calyx, these are called apicalyx. Some flowers are having, but most of the flowers are not having apicalyx. Only this this flower is having the apicalyx also. Now, corolla you know very well. Now I am going to open the flower. Then we can see male and female part. So students, first of all, we have to cut this flower. Very delicacy, with very delicacy. No need to cut. You need not to cut. You just learn from here. When you will go in higher classes, then you will see that how this cutting can be done. In higher classes you can also do, but here you just look at this. I am going to open this calyx with the apicalyx separately. Now I have kept it separately. This is calyx part along with the apicalyx. You can see here also calyx, and apicalyx is also attached with this one. So this is here. Okay. Now next one is corolla. I am going to remove the corolla also. Look at this. One by one petals we can remove, or we can remove all petals together also. very delicate. Students, when we have to cut the flower, there should be very delicacy, because delicacy is very much necessary, otherwise flower's important parts will be destroyed. So make it sure that you should cut them carefully. If you are not able to cut, no problem, you need not to cut it. Okay, just remove the petals with a delicacy. Here some problem is there, that problem I want to remove. Actually students, my instruments are not there, so that's why. Now look at this, these are the petals, and you can see there are 5 petals. 5 petals are there. Okay, and these all petals were free. Free petals means they are polypetaloid, polypetalous, and when they will be fused, some flowers are there where petals are fused together, means just like a one tube like, then those are called as gamopetalous. Right now you just see them as a polypetalous. Okay, now look at this part. This is a fused part of androecium and gynoecium. So look at this, this is this red part is, outer part is all androecium's filaments are fused together and forming one tube. So this tube is from inner and all fused together, and then at the tip they are scattered and but attached with their own tube. And then in the end, if you will see in the end, there is a swollen part. I am going to open it, students. Look at this. I am going to open it. It needs practice, students. Yes, show here. Look at this, students. Now very clearly visible. Look at this part. I'm going to show you. This is a gynoecium. Look at, now gynoecium is visible very well. This is ovary, this is style. Look at this, this white part is separate. White part is separate. This is style, this is ovary, and this style is going to be end over here in these dark part. These are the stigmas. Okay, so if it will be possible, then I just remove all the outer part, and then I will show you the whole gynoecium. If you will see, there is now look at this, students. It should not be broken. Very important. It should not be broken. Now come to this area. Actually on the background of yellow you can see better, otherwise on white paper this style will not be visible. If it will be broken, no worry at all. Okay, no worry at all. Because one hand practice it is needed. Means again and again when you will do the practice, then only it is possible for you to keep the stigma style connected. Wait, I am going to separate it properly. Yes, now we have a separated style, stigma and ovary. Look at this. Now I am going to explain you the tubes. As I told you, that this styles will be fused together. So look at this. These were the style not but filament. Sorry, filament of anther is earlier fused together. That I have separated, and those filaments are ultimately going to give rise to anther. So this is male part, and female part is this one. This female part is our gynoecium. In gynoecium, 3 parts are there: stigma, style, ovary. Okay, and this ovary, look at this ovary. This ovary, if we will cut the ovary now, if will allow, then I will cut the ovary. I will first remove this part. This part, extra parts will be removed properly. Now, one time you see this is called our androecium. Androecium part is separated. Now I am going to keep it here, and now this part, focus on this part. This is ovary. I am going to cut it. So students, why I am going to cut it? Because in your syllabus there is a placenta also, and you can say that inside this ovary, how ovules are arranged, that is called placenta. So I am going to cut this ovary. You can cut this ovary in longitudinal section also, and transverse section also. But right now just I want to show you what is present inside the ovary. You will see some ovules will be visible inside. If you will focus over here, I will take out these ovules and put it on background, black background or white background. Look at this. Here it is not visible. Look at here. You will see some seed like structures over there. If you will be able to focus, look at this. Seed like structures. These are seed like structures are present inside. Students, if you will do yourself, if it is available in your surrounding, then it will be easy for you to understand. See, these seeds are present. These seeds will going to convert into, these ovules will going to convert into seed, and this whole ovary will be going to convert into fruit. The ovary will give rise to fruit, and ovules will give rise to seed. So ultimately, whenever the pollination will be done, then the pollen grains will settle here. They will form a tube. And then they will fertilize these ovules, and then ultimately seeds will be formed. So students, this is all about your flower description, and hope you will be able to understand all these parts. And next is, you just go through with your book and read there, then you will be able to understand all these parts very well. Then rest I will tell you in next video. Thank you.